Hello, my name is Russ Britton, and this is my story about the Challenger explosion in 1986. I was in fourth grade at the time, so 10 years old, and I was attending Hygiene Elementary School in North Colorado. Um, we were all sitting quietly at our desks, and then Miss Matos, the librarian at the school, entered the classroom to talk to Mrs. Kennett, my fourth grade teacher. That in and of itself wouldn't have been abnormal, but what I distinctly remember is the audible gasp that Miss Kennett made when Miss Matos had shared with her what at the time none of us knew, but all of us looked up from the desk because it was clearly something awful. Our class was then told that the Space Shuttle Challenger had exploded shortly after launch. And part of the reason we as a school were pretty focused on that was that you may recall Krista McAuliffe was an educator who'd been able to fly on that shuttle mission through an education program, and one of our sixth graders had won a contest through that program to go to Florida to attend that launch. So we as a school were heightened in the awareness of that. It's all sort of surreal. I don't know that any of us really knew what that meant, but then when we got home, you'd see the footage. And I mean, things like that aren't supposed to happen, and I know that it had an effect on the space program, and that's the story that I shared, just because I think the big thing that stood out for me was, as a young person, how the shock of adults can really be a disruptive force in the life of a young person. When you're little and you hear an adult be audibly surprised, you pay attention, and so that's my story.
Thank you.